How's it going, everyone? My name is Jacob.
And I'm Sydney.
And today we're going to be talking about some SEO basics. The purpose of SEO is to make sure that you're at the top of every search when it comes to especially business practices. Your goal is to rank first in different search engines, whether it be Google, Bing,
Instagram, Facebook, YouTube.
Yeah, you're just trying to make sure that your website is the very first thing that people see.
You don't only want to do it for your business name, but you want to do it for specific keywords as well. So if you're a plumber, so plumber near me would be a great one there. Or you'd also probably want to be under the term, what to do if my sink explodes. Those are terms that you would want to rank under.
If you were to get off the freeway and you're just starving or you need gas, and there's a gas station that's like right there, right off the end of the freeway, and there's a gas station maybe a block away, you're a lot more likely to go to the gas station that's right off the freeway.
Yep. Just being at top of mind there when someone needs you the most. Ultimately, search engine versus search everywhere, in practice, the same thing. You're just trying to rank at the top of whatever you're going for. Search engine optimization is specifically Google, Bing, Yahoo, DuckDuckGo, any of those you can think of. Whereas search everywhere optimization is actually going to where you're going to start incorporating your Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Google+. That's where you want to start ranking on top of everything else. So search engine is specifically the web. Generally, search everywhere is everything else. But nowadays, with GBT and everything, you're going to end up focusing more on search everywhere, to where if you're on Instagram and your clients are on Instagram, you want to be ranking number one on Instagram.
Anyone can do SEO. It's not too difficult. It's just a matter of knowing what keywords you want to use. You don't have to pay for it. It's free for the most part, unless you want to pay for specific keywordings. But you can organically write the copy of your website to make it rank much higher. Like, for example, using the gas stations near me. If you are the closest gas station in the area, it should be optimized to show the nearest one for the best value. And so making sure that you add that into the copy of your site will ensure that people are more likely to see you.
You can totally do it yourself, but you're going to get to a point where it's going to be much better to outsource it there. And also, doing it yourself, you got to keep up with the platforms changing, because they'll change their rules, they'll change their regulations, what they like, what they don't like, whatever. And so having someone who knows that is very beneficial.
Making sure that you're as up to date as possible in the search engine. I think, like Sydney said, it's a lot better to outsource it, because it is incredibly frustrating to keep up to date just by yourself. It's a lot better to have a whole team dedicated to it.
Is it free? For the most part, yes. Like your basic tools that are super helpful, like Google Analytics, Microsoft Clarity, Google Search Console, Microsoft Webmaster Tools, all those are free and they're super helpful. But as you start getting into more technical know-how, then other tools can just make the job easier. Instead
of having to worry about the wording of your entire page, making sure that your page is even working in the first place, it's pretty easy to do. And so just running it through like the Google search engine, it'll output and tell you whether your page is running well or not and how you can optimize it.
Bing Webmaster is essentially the same thing as Google Search Console, but instead of for Google, you're talking Bing there. So you can add your sitemap, you can see what's indexing, what's not, where you're having problems, what keywords you're really showing up with, essentially the same thing. It makes it so you can Bing on the internet.
Yeah, I like that.
Yes.
I do know that you should try to rank on Bing.
Especially because ChatGPT, I think it's alleged, maybe it's actually fact, that ChatGPT uses Bing when it conducts searches. So it makes it, if you're ranking on Bing, you're going to get an AI, which a lot of people are using AI nowadays. So.
Yeah, you're a lot more likely to rank within an AI search. And so that's why you want to start now, because it'll put you that much further ahead of the competition when AI kind of actually gets its foothold within the market.
If you only have to focus on one of either Google or Bing, focus on Google first, and then Bing will probably just kind of come naturally.
You can see results pretty much immediately, but it's going to be mostly over
Give it
a period of time.
If you wait at least a week based on your efforts, then you'll probably see some results there, and you can tell if you're going in the right direction.
The main reason I say immediately is, you're not going to see instant traffic right away, but you're going to see like the effects on the technical aspect of your web page.
Ultimately, it's like you'll see whatever changes you make on the website right away. And if you're looking at page load speed, you'll probably see that instantly. But if you're adjusting keywords or technical sizings, like things that you're not going to notice on the front end, then it will probably take a little bit longer to actually see the traffic difference from those changes.
On-page SEO is going to be things like meta tags, the actual wording of your web page. So the header, any keywords that are on the web page, that's on-page SEO. Off-page SEO are things like your backlinks. If you've worked with people on social media and they're linking to your pages, that counts as a off link.
In off-page SEO, you can work with other businesses, like if they're already talking about your product, but they don't have it linked for some reason, or the link is old, just having them update that, that's more of fixing your off-page SEO. On-page, you can control today, tomorrow, and forever. Off-page, you can influence, but you can't fully control all the time. It's crazy. Most of your traffic will come from a phone, just because everyone has a phone on them nowadays.
At least that's kind of the meta right now. Everyone's optimizing for the phone because that's where all the searches are coming from. And it's all about being where your people are,
You want to create the least amount of friction.
Yeah.
So if your site looks amazing on your computer, but all your traffic's coming from a phone and you never optimized for that, then it's going to make it harder for your customers, especially because maybe a button's hidden, a form doesn't work properly. There's so many different reasons why it couldn't work on mobile, and that's going to hurt you. So optimizing for that is going to help out.
You can build your website in so many different ways nowadays. We build websites using our CRM. You can use things like Squarespace, Shopify, Wix.
The only one that I would probably not recommend would be don't build it in Canva. If you want the best platforms, you're looking at either Squarespace, Wix, or like ClickFunnels or High Level. Those are going to be the most friendly platforms to build it on, and also you can grow on those platforms too. If you don't know anything about WordPress, it's going to be really hard to make a nice website on that. And then Canva and GoDaddy are like way too basic of web builders.
Go with something that's like pretty streamlined, pretty easy to use, that you also know that you can grow with.
Ultimately, and depends on your traffic size. If you have a fair amount of traffic, then you're probably going to want someone to build out the website for you, because you could build an amazing website on Squarespace, but to have it optimized and flow with your customers, and there's going to be details that someone who's building websites for a long time can pick up on that you may not think of right away. Just like how your customer will journey through the website.
Yeah.
So.
SEO is not dead. I don't think SEO is going anywhere. As a matter of fact, I think it's super, super important that you get into it right now. Even if you're not in a position to offload it to other people, there are still things that you can do right now that'll improve your website, and that will get you in front of so many more people who are actively searching for you specifically.
And everything with SEO and just overall internet marketing keeps changing, especially with the use of AI, but it's still crazy worth it. You're going to want to just look at like what platforms are you on, and you want to rank on those. So yes, SEO is very much still alive.
If you guys liked all of this information, or if you want to learn any more, like and subscribe. And if you have any other questions you'd like us to answer, ask it down in the comments below. Anyway, we'll see you next time.